Hey everybody, welcome back to Potter Plays. I'm Potter. How's it going? I was going to do just a standard recording of this, but I was like, you know what, let's do something different. So here we are. I've gotten into a game called Sorcery. It's about a year old. I've played probably like 10, 20 matches of it. I like it. It's fun. It's got its different decks, and you know what? I'm jumping into it, so yeah, let me give me 2 seconds here to double check something, because it is. Here we go. It should show up right now, right? There we go. Awesome. Cool. Make sure that was actually connected. Alrighty. So that being said, again, this is Potter Plays. I'm Potter. Playing. It's not a booster box game. I'm going to be using this in decks and whatnot. But to get into it, I really wanted to be like, hey, this is what we're going to do. So these are 2 beta boxes. The current set out there is called, I believe it's called Arthurian Legends or Arthurian Legends, like King Arthur. So that's the newest set. This is like there's Alpha, then Beta, then this, then Legends. I'm doing Beta because that's available. So here we go. Let's get into it. All right. So we have, looks like a box topper. All right, that's a sorcerer. It looks like there's a bunch of other cards in there. So let's open up real quick here, and I'll put this off to the right. And go from there. So while I open these up, how is everybody's Christmas? What are you doing for New Year's? What are your resolutions? What are your plans? A sorcerer, a robo card, and the artists. Apparently, that's one thing about Sorcery. Apparently, there's a lot of artists in this, so they try to be like, hey, that's what this is. Like, you've got people who are like, we're not going to use AI at all, if I understand right. So if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below, but definitely like, hey, this is what they're trying to do. Say, this is what they're separating themselves apart, if that makes sense. All right, so I got the Sorcerer. It's got a B on it for beta, I believe. And then we have Rubble. And then we have a bunch of little foot soldier tokens and lances and disabled stuff like that. So we'll put those to the side. We're going to put our sorcerer. We're putting him in a sleeve. And these are standard size cards. So just a little bit smaller than standard size or close to it. Like it fits in there really well. So then also the cool thing about this these cards, these have like a raised foil text. Look at that into this. There we go. If you can see it, yeah, it's like a raised foil. It's kind of neat. So, all right, I believe this comes with. I'm not 36. A proper booster box, 36 packs. All right. I'll go ahead and I'm going to move this box over here. Sweet. All right. And let me tilt this just to the right for the camera. Sweet. A little bit to the right. There we go. Awesome. Cool. So first pack of Sorcery. Contested Realm. All right. What do we got? So one thing is they have a different rarity system. We have Ordinary, which you can have 4 ordinaries of any card name in your deck. You can have Exceptional, which is their uncommon, which is 3 of any exceptional in your deck. Then there's Elite, which you can have 2 of those in your deck. And Unique is like their mythic. You can have 1 of those in your deck. For example, let's say I'm using a magic term. This is an example here, but no, I'll use a sorcery. Why not? So this says Cornerstone, an exceptional site and fundament of the firmament. Let's see that. And since it says exceptional, we know that's an uncommon. We can have 3 of those in a deck. So we got 1. We have Backstab. That's exceptional, so that's uncommon as well. We're going to try to keep our stuff somewhat organized. So, exceptional, a Flaming Sword. I love this. It's a 4-drop, but its bearer has +1 power and strike splash full damage to each other enemy at a struck unit's location. So if you're on this game uses sites for the land basically. You can be on a site or a location and like it's going to do splash damage effectively. I'm going to bring this to the other camera as well so you get like a better close like a close up of it. The thing is it's a 4-drop, so you're committing for it's not mana, but like 4 sites, 4 energy, whatever to it, you know. So it's going to be over here. All right, this is Astral Alucars, an elite site drifts through affinity. Units can move between this site and any void as if they were adjacent. The void in this game, you have a map and it has sites on or zones, and if a spot on the map isn't occupied with a site, it's like a void. Then like nothing exists there, and this is elite. So elite means you can have 2 of those in your deck. So we're going to put elites there. Uncommons over here so far. And then we have an ordinary troll of gentle disposition. That's a 2-drop, and that's the earth symbol. I'm just going to bring this so you can see it. The earth symbol right there. So this, I believe, is earth, air, fire, and water. So kind of like the Avatar, but a little bit different. All right, then we have Dispel. This is ordinary magic of shattered vanity. Destroy all auras and artifacts at target location up to 2 steps away. I'll bring this in over here. That's ordinary. So this is effectively a spellcaster. So you can use, basically you target, you say, all right, this guy's going to cast that for the 2 and up to 2 steps away in the map. I don't have a map. I don't have a playmat for it yet. But basically they'll go from wherever that thing's at on its own zone, 2 steps away from 2 sites away. You can destroy anything that's there. So, all right, we have Riptide. Let's see here. Put this like this. Ordinary magic to catch the unwary. Scrounge zombies. Ordinary undead of recent vintage. It's a 4-drop. Mage Slayer. Yo, that dude's not having it. Ordinary mortal with enduring grudge. Ouch. Genesis. That's another thing in this game. They're, how do I want to put it? They're like enter the battlefield type of effects are called Genesis, and they happen once on the turn that you put on the battlefield. So this says Genesis, kill target spellcaster minion nearby. So there are cards that'll say spellcaster on them. You would say, all right, nearby is one of my buddies told me nearby is 9 spaces basically. So near is like 9-inch nails, so it's got to be nearby. So with this 9-inch or 9 space grid, adjacent is like in front of you, back, to left, and to right, 1 spot. If you have flying, you can do diagonal stuff, but that's later on. But so we have Mage Slayer. We have a roaming monster. Ordinary monster from out of the blue. Maybe some of the any site. Not someone that's, so this is an air monster. So air is that symbol right there. It's like a little upward triangle. And then this, as it says, you can put this at any site. So it doesn't matter what site it is, as long as you have the mana for this, or the also threshold. This is their thing. So, again here, threshold is a little symbol right there. So for example, you're going to need at least 1 air threshold to summon this plus the 5 mana. So put that there. Polar bears. 2 and a water. We think those would be ground, but then we have pirate ship, ordinary ship of mortal scum. Ooh, that is 4 mana or 4 energies. Sorcery and Magic Gathering was because whatever. I'm just using mana as a swappable term. I understand it's energies or resource, what have you. I don't know what the actual term is for sorcery. I'm so used to saying mana or energy, so I just use it as in place of it. So, all right. Next is Sandstorm. That is a ordinary aurora. So this is aurora. So this is going to go on to, I believe, aurora is going to affected sites. So this is going to go. Let's say you have, like I say, on the map on the planet you has 9, those 9 squares. It's going to go on an intersection of those. So it affects like 4 spots potentially. So this says affected sites, and units on top of them can't be attacked or interrupted. At the start of your turn, dispel to Sandstorm. On top means if they're on top of the site, because some cards have what's called burrowing or submerge. They can go underneath they can go like for Earth site, they can burrow into the ground, or for a water site, they're gonna submerge themselves underneath that, so they can potentially avoid attacks or whatnot. Then we have Rimland Nomads, which is ordinary mortals adrift among dunes. Movement +1 takes no damage from deserts, which is kind of nice because there are some lands in this game that, hey, I'm a desert. When it enters the battlefield, it does damage, like 1 point of damage to things around it. That was ordinary site, so that's for common. All right, second pack. Now, one thing I do not, I kind of, my one thing, because I've seen other people's, what do you want to call it? Their binders. I guess foils are kind of rare. I would prefer to get one per pack, like every other TCG, but I enjoyed the gameplay, so that comes later. All right, we have a Ormond Harpooners, and that's so for example. Oh yeah, I should explain toughness and everything else. So this is two resources. Let's put it that way: 2 resources and at least 1 water threshold, and then the attack and defense is all right here. It's 2. So this does 2. It has 2 hit points and 2 attack. Some cards will say 3 and 2 or 4 and 5 or something like that, and so it'll be 4 attack, 5 defense, stuff like that. This is a Crave Golem. Go, and that's just a 4. So it's an exceptional automaton of essential hunger. At the start of each player's turn, Crave Golem attacks a random minion within its range of motion or takes a step towards the closest minion if it can't. So if this is on a site and nothing's near it, or nothing's like right in front of it, it's going to try to go towards that. And now when you do that, it does. I know tap is like copyrighted for Magic, but it's going to exert itself. So let's say it's here and wants to go there. It's going to exert itself to go into that site. Exceptional, so that's our uncommon. Wow, I was messed up the uncommons too. Phase Assassin, exceptional immortal fades into nothingness. This has Void Walk, and it says whenever Phase Assassin enters a void, he gains stealth. Stealth is like Shroud, so nothing can target with spells, things like that. And Void Walk means if there's no sight, let's say you're you have let's say 2, let's say for example, try to make this make sense. Let's say there's 1, 2, 3 2 sites here, but there's no site right here. If you go there, you just die. This guy can just go there because he can live there because he's in the shadows apparently, because he's cool like that. It's exceptional. All right, Observatory. This is for Air Threshold. Genesis, look at your next 3 spells. Put them back in any order. That's kind of good. Like, yes, it's only 2 of them in your deck, but getting to see what your scrying is, it's kind of nice. We have Drown, which is ordinary. It submerges target minion or artifact able. If a minion or anything doesn't have burrowing or submerge, it will die. That's it. It's just gone. All right, we have our most mercenaries. Ordinary mortals. So you may discard a random card rather than pay this spell's mana cost. So instead of having so it's going to be there's 3 resources. And I'll see if I can get this closer for you. And then come on, camera, zoom in, please. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Sorry, I want you all to see this because it's. Use the start camera over here. There we go. All right, right there. Those 2 triangles, that's fire, and it requires 2 fire thresholds. So you can have to pay 3, but you have to have those thresholds on your site or on your field no matter what. So if you only have 1, you couldn't cast this. But let's say you did, you had the 2 thresholds out there, you could discard a card and just cast this for free, basically. There you go. All right, let's see, ordinary. So this is a Scarecrow. Genesis, return each airborne minion here to its owner's hand. So this is kind of like a weird spot removal. So let's say you put it onto a site that's got airborne creatures into it. If I find an airborne, I'll show it off. If you have airborne on their site, you can say right there as it enters the battlefield, put them all, bounce them all back to your hands, then basically, which is, I mean, it makes them reuse your resources on their turn. Also, this game has limited instances, as in like instance or like reactive spells, as it were, and because of that, it makes it it is take. I'm using a term for Lorcana. You take your turn, then the opponent takes their turn. There's not a lot of interaction between the turns, minus like, all right, my guy does 5 damage to you, 4 damage vice, stuff like that. So that's ordinary. All right, Rain of Arrows. Deal 1 damage to each minion. Deal 1 damage to each above ground minion. So it's going to do 1 damage. It's anything that's on top of a site. So if it's not buried or whatever, they just take a damage. Oh, hey, Spellcaster, I was talking about earlier. So this is Apprentice Wizard. It's an ordinary mortal, new to power. It says Spellcaster on it. So, for example, if this is here, and that one card says I can do 2 spaces away, I would start from here and go 1, 2 for 2 sites up in front of that to do something. All right, we got a Critical Strike. Ordinary magic to smite your enemy. Smash! Next turn, an ally strikes a unit. This turn, it deals double damage, which, I mean, double damage is good. Wicker Mannequin. It's a non-fire spellcaster, so it's not even a... Yeah, it doesn't even have any threshold to it. It's just a standard non-fire. So even though you may have fire in... As long as you have the threshold of fire, you can just use it as this one's casting it. I understand. I could be mistaken, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. All right. So, all right, and then Raoul Drumdry. It's a camel. And it's a 1-drop with a 2 attack. So it's kind of nice, for turn 1 you play your land or play your site, and then you drop this down to have a body on the ground. Midnight Rogue. This is a 3-drop, and this is range and stealth. So range, I believe it's one space or one side across from for nearby. So adjacent. So in front, left, stuff like that. Sorry, I'm getting all this hair in me. We got Palaberry Bats, airborne and burrowing. So they're airborne, so they're flying. So effectively, some sites will say you can't come in here if you're on the ground, so they can just go above that. They can also, since they're flying, they can go diagonal away. So if you have these 2 sites, and then let's say they're here, they can traverse that way. So they can go diagonal. On top of that, they're burrowing, so it means if they get buried, they can come back up. And then we have another site. This is Dark Tower. This is ordinary site of contemplation. This is for air. Sorry, that's my bad. And then it says Genesis. If this is the only Dark Tower you control, gain 1 this turn. So I'm gonna bring that up for you. Oops, sorry. Come on, camera. I know you can focus. There we go. It did it for a second. All right. It's like doing it too. It does it, then it stops. All right. Let's see here. That's when you'll be able to see all this. There we go. So game 1 this turn means it's gonna generate. If this is the only one you have on your board, this is gonna give you 1 mana no matter what, or 1 energy or 1 resource, then an additional 1 generic resource. All right, so we have 2 elites, a couple commons, and a couple ordinaries. Aside all the music playing, I feel like it's hard to have. Not hard. I can have some music going, but I never want to have an ad play in the middle and I don't catch it, because then I feel like that's unprofessional. If that makes sense. So there we go. All right. If I understand right, I think my rares and stuff are on top. I'll find that out. All right, Mountain Pass, an exceptional site of narrow passage. That's for a air. Exceptional weapon. That's another common Sage Ballista. Tap bear and another ally here. Deal 3 damage to target up to 2 steps away. So again, this is more ranged. All right. Floodplain. Once on your turn, you may flood an adjacent site to this turn. So flooding means, if I understand, it's going to make it a water site, and the things are immobile there. I'll have to double check on that. If you know, let me know in the comments below there. And if this is your first time in the channel, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. I sometimes do a lot of... I usually play games, but I also do card games as well, so I want to do this little unboxing and go from there. Battlefield, Genesis. Conjure a broken weapon or armor here. There are different tokens for weapons and stuff like that. This one says you put one there. So I'm going to put this on the field. On the field. This is a dead demon. Ordinary, so those are common. Wall of Ice, common. I can see it looks like a foil in there. So Gray Wolves, I love wolves. So it's there are 2-drop. There are two in earth with 1 attack. And it says your spellbook may include any number of Gray Wolves. Has +1 power for each other Gray Wolves nearby. So within that 9-step or 9-grid area, if you have a bunch of Gray Wolves in there, they're gonna pump each other up pretty quickly. But I know there are cards out there that can like get rid of any of like one card specific or card name. So if you have a bunch of these, you're kind of out of luck. All right, Heat Ray. This is a 3 and a fire. Shoot a piercing projectile. Deal 2 damage to 1 unit at each location along its path. All right, we'll go back to that in a minute. Ice Lance. 3 and a water, which it's like I think it should be both colors, like air and water. But anyways. It's a shoot a piercing projectile, deal 3, then 2, then 1 damage up to 1 unit at each of the first 3 locations along the path. So basically, again, if I had the map, I could easily show you. Maybe I'll put a picture later on. But basically, you're gonna have like these grids, and you're gonna go 1, 2, 3 like that. We have a foil. This is a ordinary Miracle Workers. It's 2 and a earth. So you can get that picture for you. I know the symbol's kind of hard to see. And it is a Genesis. You may return a minion that died this turn from your cemetery to your hand. Which, I mean, if you can, I don't know how the timing works, but I believe if you play this and then something dies, you return it back to your hand. I don't know if someone dies and then do it. Oh no, Genesis, yeah. So if something died, since it's ETB, you play it, then you return it back to your hand. So there we go. That's ordinary, but it's a foil, so I'll take it. Pirate ship. Wall of Air, a Snow Leopard, it's Kitty Cat, a Sea Serpent, Waterbound, that's another keyword for this game. Waterbound means it has to be on a site that is water themed. So if those are all air, right? Yeah, that's air, that's just regular, oh here we go, water. So it would have to be on a site that has that threshold on it. If it doesn't, it can't go nowhere. Or yeah, I don't think it can move it, because if it does, it would die. Now we have a Gothic Tower, which is ordinary rumination. This is the same thing as the other tower we just had, where if it's the only on your control, you get an additional resource that specific turn. Hey, sweetie.
Hey there, Eula.
Anything good yet?
Pull some good staples. So that's one thing.
Hey, Data.
I think it's our 3rd pack, so.
That's different.
Yeah.
Hey, Data. Hi, Eula.
So are these like lands?
Yeah, so we're actually live. I'm glad you came in, because this is a great way to explain all this. So so these are your sites. So this has, this game uses thresholds, and this is a water threshold. So they have air, earth, water, and fire. And if you want to do stuff, let me go find it.
So a threshold is mana.
Yeah, and effectively, and I'm trying not to use...
Site is a land.
Yeah, in a way, yes, because I mean, the site still provides you your generic energy, resource, mana, whatever have you. But for example, though, as long as I have at least that one, I could cast this. I'm showing her the Sea Serpent because it has the threshold on there. So I would have this on here. I wouldn't attack the land or anything, or whatever. I would just, or I'm going to spend that mana for it, or that energy. And as long as I have at least that one threshold, I can cast this card, because I would have 4 on there plus the threshold for it.
Okay.
So yeah, I pulled some lead cards. Pulled one full so far. Now we're going for it. All right, we got Awakened Mummies, exceptional. It's uncommon. Sea Raider, exceptional. More loots and pillages. Whenever Sea Raider attacks and kills an enemy, its controller discards their topmost spell. You may cast that spell once this turn, ignoring threshold. So I don't know if that ignores how much the spell cost, but it means you don't have to care about the threshold, which we just talked about earlier about that little right there. So you have to actually. What's up?
You need to brush this thing.
I should at some point. It's just.
Alright, do you want me to leave the dogs in here or take them with?
They're fine as long as I don't have the TV like shooting up here. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah,
So, thank you. Love you. Root spider. Here we go. This is 3 ground. Burrowing. So whenever while root spider is burrowed, minions directly above it are disabled. So that means if they go on top of this when this is on our site, so example, it's me underneath it, they can't do anything. They're just stuck there. So it's like, hey, don't do that. As your exceptional. Yo, we got a. This is a mythic. Our first mythic. We have Orb of Baal Berith, a unique monument to corrupted quiddity. And it's a 5-drop. The first time each turn a magic spell is cast nearby, Orb of Baal Berith creates a copy. The spell's controller may choose new targets. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Get our sleeves for it. Alright, I'll take a mythic. I think it's nice. Very nice. Okay, here we go. What else we got? We got Swan Mains. It's 2 resource and a water. Evelyn Druids. Or Dryads, not say Druids. They provide... they provide 1. So, as long as they're on the field, they're going to provide you 1 resource. Cave Trolls. Burrowing, ordinary. Deep Sea Mermaids, ordinary merfolk. Submerged Genesis, draw your bottommost spell. So, if you have a way to potentially scry cards, you can go ahead and, put stuff on the bottom and you know what you're going to draw. That. Let's say you want to draw it in the one or what. That's one way to do it. Border Militia. Sorry, get my ordinary matches. So summon a foot soldier token to each site you control that borders an enemy site. This is a huge play. So for 3 generic resources and 1, as long as you have a ground or earth threshold, you could potentially summon up like 3 to 5 or more. Just as long as, let's see here. So each site you control that borders any site. So guarantee you could potentially doing 3, 4, depending on how many sites you have out there, you could be doing at least. I've seen this thing pop off for like 5 before. It can be, because at that point you're summoning just little 1/1 guys, but still like that's more presence on the board for yourself. Special Doctor, Void Walk, ordinary. It's common. Common Nomads, Unravel, ordinary. Destroy all artifacts and undead minions at location up to 2 steps away. That's pretty good because it gets rid of stuff. Teleport. So here we go. This has 2 threshold to it. 2 air threshold specifically. Sorry, this is just a little hard to get up there. There you go. Cool. Ordinary magic of abrupt relocation. Teleport an ally to the service of target site. So you say you're going to take an ally, put somewhere else. Polar bears. And then our set, this is a humble village. Genesis, you may pay 1 to summon a foot soldier token here. This is for your earth threshold. So if you go to play this, you put it. It's going to generate you 1 resource no matter what. You can spend 1 immediately to generate that token. All right. Give me 2 seconds here to switch over because it's. All right. There's that and that. Cool. Come on. All right. And to our first commenter, these are Sorcery. It's a game called Sorcery Contested Realm. All right. We have Caveman, which is 4 in a Earth. It's accessible measure of falling prospects. Burrow all minions and artifacts occupying a target site. But that, if you have a lot of artifacts somewhere or an enemy does, done. Like, hey, you can't. It says, hey, they're going bye bye. They're going unless they can burrow to get those. They're just stuck there. Telekinesis. Exceptional. Caster snatches and picks up target nearby artifact they can carry. For example, I'll bring the sorcerer back out. This guy can actually carry artifacts on them or other. Go find something else. Like the root spider, they can carry something. All right. We've got Guile. I think it's Guile. Guile Sirens. Right, exceptional. Atlantean Fate. This one, this is a unique. So it's another mythic, basically. It's 5 and 2 water. Effective non-ordinary sites are flooded. They are water sites only. Provide water threshold and lose all other abilities. Genesis. Submerge all minions, artifacts, and top affected sites. This is one of those like, hey, I have my guy boarded up. He's all armor on. He's got some weapons attached to him. Bam. Not anymore. They're all submerged. And unless he's got submerged, he's going bye-bye. So here we go. Into a sleeve. All right, this is Fade. Give an ally minion stealth if it occupies an enemy site. Draw a card. This is kind of nice. So again, you're providing Shroud or I shouldn't say Shroud. You're providing stealth to one of your minions, and then you get to draw a card. Card draw in this game is just great. It's ordinary. Overpower. Give an ally +2 power this turn. It's nice to be able to protect stuff. Or like, hey, so I'm going to fight a 4. If I'm 4, we're going to trade. But this, bam, I'm going to survive then. Longbowmen, they're ranged. Disenchant. Fenval Muse. It's got 0 power. Spellcaster. Whenever Fenval Muse casts a spell, may trigger the genesis of a nearby river. So these sites might say river on them, and if they do, literally just flip everything over. If they do, they'll reactivate that site's genesis ability. Hey, we got a foil. Sandstorm. Put that in there. I need to put that as well. All right. 2 seconds to double check that, make sure it's still showing up. Make sure my bit rate's great. Cool, we're Gucci. That's awesome. Glad to hear. Here we go. All right. Cool. So now back to this. We have Sleep. Target at location up to 2 steps away falls asleep. It's disabled until it takes damage. So basically, you can't do much of it. My explosion deals 3 damage to each unit at target location up to 2 steps away. So yes, this will hit your guys as well. But if you have toughness, or you can say, hey, or not toughness. If you have more than 2 strength, this could potentially take damage something else, or put damage on something else and then attack it as well. That way, it's like not a combo, but it's letting you actually do something. Swamp Buffalo. It's a 1 for 2 drop, and it's a ordinary beast. Bone Rebel. Whenever you play Earth site, you may summon Bone Rebel from your cemetery to that site. So it's a 3 drop with 1 attack, but still, if it's in your cemetery, which is effectively your graveyard, you can literally just like, all right, cool, here's the Earth site, bring it back out. Now we have Lone Tower. Same thing for Genesis. So, and yes, these are ordinary, but still, you can have, I believe, minimum 30 lands in your land deck. So that's one thing about Sorcery. It's different. They have minimum 50 cards for your main, spells deck. That's got your sorcerers. It's got all the other stuff in there. And then your sites deck is completely separate. So in a way, it makes sure you always have energy and stuff like that. All right, Quarrelsome Kobolds, 3 and 2, exceptional. So at the end of your turn, Quarrelsome Kobolds strikes themselves or another target adjacent unit. So as long as they're adjacent to somebody, they'll hit something else. But if they're not, they're gonna hit themselves. Online Eel. This one's pretty good. So this says submerge. Whenever online Eel submerges a mini dragon or minion here down with it. So if it's on a site that a minion doesn't have it submerged, they're gone. That's just instant removal. Battering Ram. Units favor tap, destroy, turn adjacent wall or monument.
Magnetic Muzzle, an elite. Alright, so Bear loses all non-basic abilities and can't drop Magnetic Muzzle. At the end of each player's turn, if Magnetic Muzzle is abandoned, that player attaches it to a nearby minion. That's decent for 2 generic. There are ways to get rid of it, but like saying you can't do anything is kind of nice. Put the elites right there. Lightning Bolt. Love good old Lightning Bolt. Deal 3 damage to a random unit at target location. Mad Dash. Draw a card, then give an ally movement +1 this turn, which, for card draw is always good. Fire. So we have Lightning Bolt, now we have Fireballs. Shoot 3 projectiles in the same direction, 1 at a time. Each deal deals 1. So if you got something that's in a way, it's got 2 health, this takes care of it. Alright, Azurage Caravan. An ordinary convoy of diverse kin and kind has all elements and minion types. Okay. Scenthounds. Nearby enemies permanently lose stealth. So if you can give someone stealth, that's great. They still lose it. Blood Ravens. A cruel conspirator of ordinary beast. Airborne. Damage dealt by heals you. So this has lifelink basically. So it's going to heal you for 1, which is nice. Crabs. Sedge crabs. Can only move themselves sideways. That's just legit. That's kind of funny. Lance of Air. Genesis, draw sights. So this says you can draw a sight specifically. So you play. Let's say you need a sight instead of on your turn. Because let's say you draw on your turn you draw a spell. You're like, man, I really wish I'd draw a sight. Well, this guy's gonna let you do that. Spin attack. Ally strikes each enemy. Strikes each enemy at its location. Strike means you're not fighting it. Like you're not gonna take damage. You're just hitting it. Spellcaster. Red Desert. Genesis. Deal 1 damage to each minion top target nearby site. So if you play this and something's across from you, it's going to hit them for 1. And they only have 1 health. You're done. It's nice having those. Because like once in a while, like, hey, that's those foot soldiers. They're 1 health. They're gone. Alrighty. Watchtower, alright. That's going to be our enemy's top nearby sites permanently lose stealth. There we go. Exceptional Dragons. At the end of your turn, Colicky Dragonites shoots a projectile. It deals 1 damage. So it's going to go basically down the line to whoever it hits first. Iron Shackles. An exceptional relic of criminal change. Maybe conjured to a target enemy minion. Bearer is disabled. So let's say you get something and something somewhere like a tough enemy somewhere else. You can just say, hey, that goes on that guy and they're disabled. So hey, they can't move. They can't do anything. Common Hounds of Ordos. So it's an elite. Airborne Burning. Submerge Voidwalk. Nearby enemies permanently lose stealth. It's a 5 for 2 air. 2 air threshold, 4 damage. But this basically says I can do whatever I want. Sacred Scarabs, ordinary. Airborne, Deathrite. Deathrite deals 3 damage each unit here. Deathrite means when it dies, it does something specific. So if it's exiled or returned to hand, it's not dying, it's just getting bounced. Or Boss Control, Men of Lang. Ugh. Some Goatmen. Matt. Whenever Men of Lang strike an avatar, which your avatar is like the sorcerer here. I'll bring it back out. So example. So this is your avatar basically. It even says it says avatar on the card too. Whatever strikes an avatar, the avatar discards a random card. So it's like, hey, you can't have cards. Dispel, Riptide. Oh hey, what do you know? A Peterson Cavalry. Ordinary models charge into battle. It's a 4-drop with 1 fire threshold and a 3 attack. It says charge. So this is effectively haste because everything basically has it's summoning sickness. That's the easiest way to put it for generic terms. And again, Wizards of the Coast don't. I'm using just generic terminology that we all know. So, anyways, this can basically it can move and attack the turn it's summoned. Another one non-foil. Ordinary. A Plumed Pegasus. That's airborne. Ogre Goons, a Gooner. Ordinary ogres, sandworm, burrowing landbound, and another remote desert. Let's go ahead and put that foil in there. Again, these foils, like, I know you can't see it, but they're raised for the text. I do like that. I think it adds something to the actual card. Come on. All right. Okay, what do we got? Flank maneuver, 3 in the air. Teleport any number of allies at one location to another location. A chess knight's move away. Draw a card. So if you know how chess plays, go L shape basically. Frost Nova, 4 and 2 water. Exceptional, freeze nearby enemy minions. They are disabled to your next turn. So basically, you're locking potentially enemies down, which is always good. Nice Gaff gnomes. Burrowing at the end of your turn, they may burrow. Okay. What do we got here? An elite. So edge of the world. Elite site on the border of unreality. Must always be adjacent to the void. So either it means all the way to the left or right of a map, or the bottom. Yeah, it's gotta be the bottom, because if it's not, I guess it would just destroy itself. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure about that. That's elite. That's gonna go. The elites here. Old Salt Anchorman, ordinary boy. Nearby allies can't be moved by enemy spells and abilities, so they'll teleport. It's not happening. Zombies, pit vipers. Lethal. Lethal is basically death touch in this game. So any amount of lethal kills it. Mage Slayer. Bury. Burrow, target minion, or artifact available. Same thing. If they don't have bury, they're dead. Cauldron Crone. Spellcaster. Genesis. You may sacrifice an armed minion here to draw a spell. So if there's, let's say you've got those foot soldiers I talked about earlier. Sacrifice, draw. That's only when you play this, that one on that turn. You can't keep on doing it. Miracle Workers. Cloud Spirit. Airborne. Movement +2. Porcupine Pufferfish. That would suck. That would suck so hard. Wild Boars. And a Rustic Village. Again, Genesis may pay 1 to summon a foot soldier token here. Alright, so that was not even one's full side, so I mean, we got a lot of packs left. That was just one side. So it's 36, so 12, 12, 12. Yeah, so each section has 12 packs in it. If you play Sorcery, if we're just getting into it, if you play it, what's your favorite card? What's your favorite art? Who's your favorite artist? Let me know below. Kite Archer. This is range immediately after performing a range strike. It may take a step. So basically, it can attack, cross something and then back or whatever. All right, Syrian Templar takes no damage from demon, spirit, or undead minions. It's 3 and 2, 2 ground threshold, and does 3 damage. That's kind of nice. It says, hey, you can't hurt me if you're undead or demons. Marine Voyage, exceptional. It's this turn your units can move between any sites in a chosen body of waters that they were adjacent. So, let's say you're playing against somebody else who has a water site. Oh, hey, I'm there now. Rest in peace, an elite roar of grave permanence. Whenever a spirit or undead minion occupies an affected land site, burrow it. There's a monster. Tuft Turtles. The first time Tuft Turtles would take damage each turn, prevent that damage. So, if there are things you can put on minions, and there's a way to pump their power, you could potentially get this into a big boy. And oh hey, you're hitting me for 15. That's great. It ignores it and you just swing right out back. It's that bad. Ordinary. Drown. Submerge target minion or artifact enable. Same thing as Bury, just for the water version of it. Coral Reef Kelpie. This is a submerge. Armor Service. Alright, you may discard a pay a 7 cost. Boil. Destroy all minions occupying target water site up to 2 steps away. They actually, that's really because they don't have. If they have Shroud, it gets past that because it's not targeting them; it's just the site itself. I think if they're, submerged, I could be wrong. Let me know. Violent. This one's kind of funny because it says Genesis. You may deal 2 damage to target adjacent unit. So adjacent again, that's left, right, up, or down. But if you do that, hey, here's 2 more damage. Or if you need, let's see, you attacked and the person has 2 health left, or 1, whatever. This is one way to put the extra pain out there and go from there. The Highland Horseman, 7 drop for 5, and has charge. Exorcism, 2 on Earth. Banish all demon undead minions at target location up to 2 steps away. Mortality, kill all mortal minions at target location up to 2 steps away. And then Simple Village, Simple Foot Soldier token. So this is our 10th pack. So we've gotten 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 3 foils, and it looks like 2 uniques, and a couple elites. Again, I'm not sure what the pull rates are supposed to be yet. I just I want to be able to play this game a little more competitively, so here we are. Moon Clan Werewolf. Right. Sacrifice an allied moral. Summon Moon Clan Werewolf from your hand at Moral's location. So I believe, let me go look for those tokens. I believe the Foot Soldiers. Yeah, so the Foot Soldier I'm pulling out, and hopefully I can just actually focus for it. So they're super small tokens. Sorry. Super duper small. Come on. I want you to focus up, please. I covered this up. There we go. Foot Soldier. It says Ordinary Mortals. So if this is on a site, you can just throw it away, basically, and you get to summon a 3 drop from free. Which that is a strategy for this game. So exceptional. Whirling Blades. Exceptional magic. An ally may take up to 2 steps and then strikes each enemy along their entire path, which is pretty cool. I hate this card. I hate this card so much. I hate this card. You know what? I should burn this card. Dapper Little Vampire. It's exceptional. It is a 5 drop, but it's 4 in Airborne. Deal damage dealt, it heals it. So it's got lifelink. And it's just sometimes 4 power is just hard to deal with. And since it's airborne, if you're not playing airborne sites, if they attack you, yeah, you can take care of it. But if not, then they don't have to attack. They can defend something else, And or if you have, if you have 2 1/1s at a site or 2 2s or 2 2s at a site, you're gonna be able to take care of her because she only hits the 1, and it's a good card. I am just not a fan of it. Death Dealer, a unique mortal and artist of the afterlife. Genesis, kill all of the minions. Yeah, this is a 7 for 2 fire threshold, 4 attack. But the whole thing is, this is an instant board wipe. It does not matter. It gets past everything. It's a big old meanie. Scarecrow, Tangled Terrain. This one says minions. I got my infected sites lose airborne and are mobile last 3 turns. That's kind of nice, actually. Put that war somewhere. Hey, you don't fly anymore. All right. Beast of Burden. May carry a number of allied minions. So basically, take things with them. Rain of Arrows. Wall of Fire. So conjure atop the border of a site you control. Whenever a unit passes through Wall of Fire, it takes 3 damage. So if they want to go through that site or whatever, they're going to take 3 damage, which is kind of nice. That's ordinary. This is our Spellcaster Ordinary. Muck Lampreys. Burning Submerge. Ordinary. Sandstorm. Minor Explosion. Plume Pegasus. And Summer River. So we talked about those river sites earlier. This is one of those cards right there. So Genesis, look at your next spell. You may put it on the bottom of your spell book. And that's pretty good. 2 seconds here. Double check that. Nice. All right. Pack number 11. All right. Anui Undyne, exceptional spirit born of the sea. Has +1 power for each site in her body of water. Droll, zero. This is 0 drop for 2 water. Maybe cast when an ally is attacked. An attacked ally may move to another adjacent to a So if you got 2 water, you're gonna say, yep, no, I'm not. Learn to dodge. Legit, I want this should be altered. I would love to have Piccolo and Gohan on here. That would be so peak. That's pretty good. Minecraft Madness. Donkey Kong. Put Donkey Kong on this. Ricky Rabbit Exceptional Magic. This turn, units can move between any sites in a chosen span of land as if they were adjacent. Okay. That's funny. Magellan Globe, an elite relic for the Interpreted Traveler. Opposite edges of the realm are connected. So, effectively, you have your back row sites. I believe there's 5, or I think it's 5. And the back row, as it is, that nobody can get there. Playing this card right here, this what is it? The Magellan Globe. Magellan, nice. That's gonna allow people to kind of backdoor or let you backdoor into somebody else. And that's an elite. So you can have 2 of those in your deck. All right. Blink, or an ally teleports to a location it's nearby. Draw a card. Critical Strike. Grapple Shot, another good one. Ally shoots a projectile. If it hits a unit, the ally is dragged to the location and Mega Strike the unit when it arrives. So think of Monster Hunter. So you're going to grapple shot somebody. So if you want to hit it, you can, but you don't have to. So this lets you potentially back something up or go to somewhere else that's causing a problem. So pretty good. You have 4 of these in your deck, but they're 3 drops. So you gotta be kind of careful. Blizzard, effective sites. So ordinary roar. So effective sites and units atop them can't be attacked or intercepted. At their turn, dispel it. So we'll kind of go one turn lockdown. Dead Demon Boy. It's bad. Extinguish. Banish all firemans and fire roars occupying target site up to 2 steps away. It's pretty good. Violent. I was gonna say I don't know why I was gonna say donkey, but it's Camel Boy. Miracle Workers. Howling Clansman. Spring River. Hold on real quick. Ouch. I don't know why. It was just something I wasn't thinking about it. When I was dressing my pants, I kind of dimmed differently, and then the way I was sitting just wasn't working right. So that's, I know, weird, but it is what it is, right? 12 pack. Recall. Teleport any number of allied minions to Cash's location. 2 and 2 air. Pudge. Oh, man, that's ugly. Pudge Butcher. Immobile. So I can't do anything. Says tap, shoot a projectile. Hits any unit, drag it to this location. Pudge may fight it. Ugh. Gross. That's exceptional. So I'd say you have 3 of those in your deck. Twin Tax Berserker. Whenever attack, it must. So it has attack. If it can attack, it has to. Untap Berserker whenever he attacks and kills enemy minions. So there's multiple minions at a site. This lets him kind of like tap. Just keep on attacking basically. Crossroads, an elite site points to the right direction. Genesis, look at your next 4 sites. Put 3 on the bottom of your atlas. So, again, earlier when you can potentially draw the bottom of your spell deck, if let's say there's a card you want, you can kind of do both that way. That's pretty good. Little Vice, Circo Scorpions, Grey Wolves, Common Sense. Common Sense is pretty good because not a lot of people have common sense. Search your spellbook for ordinary card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your spellbook. Heat Ray. Piercing projectile deals 2 damage to 1 unit each location on its path. Fire Harpoons. Deal 1 damage to target minion above or below an adjacent water site and pull it to the cache's location. Draw a card. Snow Leopard. Sandworm. Wild Boars. Sea Serpent. And we got a Avatar. Wave Shaper. Tap the player draws. I believe every avatar has that. You can tap to draw a site, right? Yeah. closer look at this. So come back. Could you focus up, please? Come on. I know I can do it. There we go. So yeah, basically, tap flood a site nearby your body of water until you do so again. Tap means while submerged there. They don't tap the next time they would. Yeah, that's that can be problematic. All right, this box kind of came undone. So all right, pack number 13. Woo, spooky. All right, so let's move you here. All right. Most of these packs have been pretty easy to open up too, which I appreciate. Lighthouse, an exceptional. Oh, yo, we got a dual land. Yo, this is awesome. First dual land we have. This is for your water and air. This is Lighthouse. Let me see this. There we go. Come on. Lighthouse, come on. Come on. There we go. Exceptional set of water and air. Of water and air. So it doesn't do anything else except for provide threshold, and you want that. So you can have 2 of this in your deck. That's awesome. All right, we have Gyre Hippogriffs. Airborne Charge. All right. Exceptional. Oh, no land. We have Genesis Red. Genesis abilities are nearby deserts. Far East Assassin. Stealth. That's an elite. So tap. Far East, throws an artifact he carries at target adjacent units. It takes damage equal to that artifact's mana cost. So I don't think we got a ton of artifacts yet, but if you had, they could store it and do damage to them. So, Overpower, Dispel, Disenchant, Riptide, Mad Dash, Caravan, Polar Bears, Miracle Workers, Cloud Spirit, Pokemon Pufferfish, and Spring River. Yo, that first dual land, that's nice. It's fine. It's one of those like you if you want to be competitive, like having a dual land, like, magic, right? So I will. I'm not sorry. $400 for a dual land, stupid. Reprint them, make them void. All right, we have Trin Constrictor. This is 4 and water for a 3. Tap. Trin Constrictor may take a step, then it constricts target minion here and carries it disabled. The next time Trin Constrictor will untap, it instead kills that minion if it's still constricted. Okie dokie. Blaze. It's Shadow for some reason. This turn, given ally movement +2, it can't be intercepted and it leaves a trail of fire at departed locations. When it stops, each unit along the trail takes 2 damage. Nice. Shrink. Set the base power of a target nearby unit to 0 until your next. Oh my gosh, that is nice. That is just nice. All right, we have Yokai Kappa. So we have a bunch of looks like Ninja Turtles who are eating. Yo, this game is graphic. Yo, them eating a human right there. It looks like. Discard a water site. Untap Yokai Kappas. Use only once per turn. Still, dang. Icelands. Amazon Warriors. That's for 5 in the ground. 5 attack. They don't do anything special. It's just a 5 body. Cave Trolls. Border Militia. Evelyn Dryads. Fade. This one looks different. I don't know why. Teleport. Mortality. Midnight Rogue. Unravel. And Air Desert. Alright. Go. Fireball. Fireball. I said I cast Fireball. Let's see if we can get way up there. This is pretty good artwork too. Come on, I know you can focus. I know you can do it. Sorry, I don't know why it's so hard for this camera to focus up. I know it can do it. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't want to do it. Whatever. Fireball. Exceptional magic. Shoots projectile, deals 4 damage on impact and 2 damage each other unit location. So it's a 4 drop for 2 fire threshold. Eclipsium Cyclops, 6 and 2 fire threshold, doesn't strike back while defending. Swimming Scout, move +1. Enemy avatars within Scout's range of motion play with their hands revealed. That's kind of nice. We have Imperial Road, elites, Sight 1 span, and Empire. Genesis, target opponent, then you may play a site adjacent to this one. So you basically get to play 2 lands that turn. Deep Sea Mermaids, Longman, Spectral Stalker, Overpower, Fernvale Muse, and then we have a foil Shrink, Sleep, Muck Lampreys, Land Surveyor, Bone Rebel, and Autumn River. Also, so I've played aggro and a bit of like a not controlled, more like mid range. What is so far? What is everybody's like favorite decks out there, or what are your favorite thresholds? Like, you know, do you enjoy fire all the time? Do you like mixing it up? Things like that. Thunderstorm. At the end of your turn, this is an Aurora, so it's going to go on it's going to cover 4 sites. Deal 3 damage to a random unit atop an effective sites. Then you may move Thunderstorm 1 step. Lasts 3 turns. So it's going to deal damage for 3 times basically. Voidwalk. There's a Headless Haunt. It's 3 and 2 air. Start your turn. Headless Haunt teleports atop a random nearby site or void. Bane Widow. Genesis, make whole target minion here. This is just it's a 4-drop, but it's also just straight up spot removal. Gilded Aegis. Yo, it's unique. Armor and bulwark against death. If Vera is a minion and would die, instead fully heal it and banish it. Yo, it's nice. I should put that here for unique. Disenchant, Mad Dash, Lightning Bolt, Fireballs, Caravan, Scenthounds, Swamp, Exodus, Slitch Cabs, Crabs, Goons, and Dark Tower. Fade Changeling may be summoned to any site. Genesis, you may return a minion here to its owner's hand. That's a good. So it's a 3 and a water. It has one power. So that's basically, hey, you have some like if you had that Pudge Boy, hey, put it back in your hand. Lucky Charm, exceptional. Lucky Charms. Barrier Controller has whenever you would determine an outcome at random, determine extra time and choose one. Okay. Upwelling. Target nearby site, return each artifact minion there to its owner's hand. Bad. Chaos Twister. Elite of Orbital Dexterity. Place target minion on the back of your hand. Place target minion on the back of your hand, then blow it. What? This is crazy. Then blow it from the top, from a height. Then blow it off from a height of at least 1 foot. Deal damage equal to its power to each unit atop the set it lands, including itself. Okay, this is some of that like weird magic stuff. You like those old guards, like you drop them from a. That's funny. That's really funny. That's really funny. Blood Ravens, foil, boss trolls, sacred scarabs, Mavling, dispel, Rumlin nomads for foil, polar bears, spin attack, bats, nomads again, and a gothic tower. That's just. Could you imagine this? Like, they were just stand up every turn, like, how many passes again? Such a goony way to do something. I'm all for it. Leap attack. Ally may take a step and then it strikes each enemy at its location. Phantasmal Shade. Spirit of Imagined Evil. When the Phantasmal Shade is struck, destroy it. Mariner's Curse. That's an Aurora, so it hits those 4 spots again. Whenever a minion enters enters an affected water set, submerge it and return the mariner's curse to its owner's hand. So it's, in a way, it's a weird version of spot removal. Also move this to my right just a little bit. Sorry, because I'm at my desk and my main computer, my main screen's here. My spell table I use for playing games stuff is over here. So it's almost like I'm leaning over here as a lot. So I can do this. Actually saves my back a little bit. All right. And for Legion, for 6, it's a 6 drop, 6 power, and then 3 fire threshold. Elite. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to each other adjacent unit. Elite's right there. Riptide. Old Salt. Pit Vipers. Zombies. Bury. Mage Slayer. Pokemon. Calvary. Spirits. Pirate Ship. And Humble Village. Just a second here and have a pot of this. Yes, that is good. All right, go back to there. Cool. All right, we got Flood. Affected sites are flooded. They are water sites. Fair enough. Autumn Unicorn. It's a 3 for 2, 2 ground. It's a 4 attack. Wayfaring Pilgrim. Enters each corner of the realm for the first time. You may draw a card. Yo, that's so basically you're gonna bring it down and move it somewhere, draw a card, move it somewhere. And card draw in this game is pretty good. And as long as they don't mess with it, like that's just free. That's free card draw no matter what. First time. So up to a certain point. Battle Mage. All right, we have Avatar to win Battle and War. Player draw a site. Whenever Battle Mage attacks, and because enemy, we may draw a spell. This artwork is just so dope. Legit is like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. Let's see if we can get this to really. You had it. You straight had it. Come on. Oh, you can see it well. The artwork in this is very good. Put that there. Roy Monster, Cauldrons, Drown, Tough Turtles, Coral Reef, Mercenaries, Sandstorm, Wall of Air, Wicker. I keep on saying Donkey, but it's Camel, and Lone Tower. I don't know why. Something Donkey. Donkey! Get on my swamp. Giant Shark. It's not a baby shark. It's a giant shark. Submerged Waterbound. It is whenever another unit enters or moves between sites in this body of water, giant shark moves that unit to fight it. He's going to get you. So, exceptional. Tide Naiads? Submerged sites flooded is a water site. Okay. Skirmishers of Mu. Ranged. During basic movement, may perform a ranged strike from any location along their path. Viral Remnant. Voidwalk. 1. Gain 1 power this turn. I don't know if that's repeatable, but that's one way to keep on pumping them up if it is. Boil. Scarecrow. Entangled. Beast. Rain of Arrows. Wizard. Bat's Ship. It's a bat ship. Snow Leopard, Sea Serpent, and Red Desert. Frontier Settlers of Catan. I'm joking. Tap reveal and play your topmost site to an adjacent void or rubble. Frontier Settlers moves there and loses this ability. Okay. That's not bad. Evil Presence. Spooky. You may summon spirits to affected sites. Whenever you summon a spirit here, give it charge and return Evil Presence to its owner's hand. Spooky. Shield Wall. Nice. Until your next turn, each ally takes 1 less damage from each other ally that's nearby. Okay. East-West Dragon. East side, so sweet. Elite Dragon of Long Horizons. Airborne moves freely sideways. Wall of Fire. Critical Strike, Blink, Grapple Shot, Dead Dead Night Demon. Boy, you get your horns trimmed. Blizzard, Unravel, Violent, Teleport, Sleep, and Remote Desert. All right, Monastery Gargoyle. Start at the end of your turn. Choose whether Monastery Gargoyle has airborne or is a non-minion artifact. Sunken Treasure. If cast conscious under an allied water site of an opponent's choice, when Sunken Treasure is carried to the surface, its controller sacrifices and draws 2 cards. So free card draw if you can get up above the water. Waypoint Portal. Choose 2 different sites. This turn, units can move between them as if they were adjacent. That's actually pretty dope. So if there's something across the map you want to get to, this hard, hard to get to or whatever, this lets you just, for 3 in the air, go there. Divigan Kraken, that's a big boy. So it's an 8 drop for 3 air, 8 power. Oh, come on. I want you to focus up here. Focus up. Come on, camera. See, I know we can do it. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Still, it's a big boy. I know it's the most easy thing to watch, but I don't think I'll see that artwork. This artwork's pretty dope. Let's cut that out. Cut the light. I'm almost trying to work with a camera that's upside down. Yeah. An elite submerged tap surface to strike. Surface to strike nearby other unit. Wow, I can't read today. Tap surface to strike each other unit nearby. That's a big boy. Extinguish. Banish all fire minions. Wall of Ice. It's ordinary. It goes over here. Ordinary goes over here. Ordinary stacks him. It's a thick stack. Ordinary. Wolves. Common Sense. Wild Boars. Foiled. Sandworms. Explosion. Rubble. Mana Rogue. And a site. A land. Pack number. Well, it's only 24, so it's going to be 23. Treasury Warwart. So, units nearby take no damage from magic spells. Alright. Spiral Lich. A Spiral Lich is a top of the tower. It has +2 power, range, and spellcaster. Nice. When Sylph. Airborne Air Spellcaster. After when Sylph casts a magic spell, she may push a unit 1 step. Lord of the Void, a unique. So we got another mythic. All right. Jeez, that's a 9 drop. It's a 9 drop with 0 power, 3 air. Void Walk. At the end of your turn, Lord of the Void may banish an adjacent site unless there's an avatar there. I think it means it gets rid of everything there. So there, yeah. Let's say if Void Walker's on. Oh my gosh, that's so mean. That's mean. Fire Harpoons, Heat Ray, Amazon Warriors, Ice Lance, Maidens, Flaming Sword foil. That is. Hold up. Let me see. This is just the foiling here. They did a really, really good job. Look at that. Nice job. Nice job. Crabs, Spin Attack, Land Surveyor, Water, and another site. Yo, that was that Lich was like, yeah, you ain't doing nothing. Pack number 24. Stormy Sea, submerge all minions and artifacts occupying target water site. Poison Nova. Lethal, deal 1 damage to each minion or other nearby. Deal 1 damage to each other nearby minion. Basically kills things next to your minion. That's not bad. So, We got Quagmire, an exceptional sight of swamp and sloth. Genesis. Until your next turn, units are immobile while they occupy nearby sites. Druids. Morning Druids. Spellcaster. Whenever you lose life to an undefended attack nearby, that attacker also. Oh, that's a hey. Because you attack sites to whittle people down. You can also like hit their avatar, but like start hitting whittle down at the attack sites. Just say, yeah, hit me. You would take the same damage, bro. That's an elite too. That's nice. Fireball. Dryads, Seeker, Centhounds, Mermaids, Troll, Stalker, Cavalry, Pegasus, Buffalo, Goons, and a Summer River. That box just does not want to stay together, and it's really getting me. Seriously, what the fudge? This entire box just, like, straight up won't stay together. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, stop that. Just, oh my gosh. It's being a goober right now. It's being a straight goon. So, sure. Alright. You know what we're going to do is we're going to put you over here. As it is. Alright, cool. Cool. Good. Alright. Okay, we're back again. Give me 2 seconds to readjust. I feel like it's hitting it too much. Is that better? Slightly better. It's fine. Here we go. Yo, Elite. Yo, in our dual land. Let's go. We got Aqueduct. This is for earth and water. If you can see that. Come on, zoom. Autofocus. Come on, focus. There we go. Take that. Nice little dual land. Rolling Boulder. Units here have tap. Give Rolling Boulder a push. It rolls as far as possible and deals 4 damage to each other unit along its path. Yeah, this is just one of those, like, you can take damage. Shield Maidens. Nearby allies take 1 less damage. Court Jester and Elite. At the end of your turn, each nearby avatar discards a random card. Alright. Weird boy. Elite goes over here. Wall of Fire, a Blink, Gravel Shot, Blizzard, Extinguish, Scorpions, Wall of Air, Vulnerable, Exorcism, Buffalo, and Spring River. Hey, Bedrock, exceptional, can't be moved, destroyed, or modified. So if this is your first one, you're still going to get the mana from it. But if you put this like your first site, people can't mess with you then. They can't mess with this site, so they can't draw it and stuff like that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Wind Blast. Push everything in top sites 1 step in a cardinal direction. Pikeman. Strikes first while attacking. Falconer. Genesis. You may search your hand and spell for a beast with airborne and mana cost 2 or less and summon it here. Shuffle if needed. Bad. Common Sense, Harpoons, Warriors, Maidens, Trolls, Militia, Crabs, Goons, Spin Attack, Lancer, and Save. Got a Sorcerer. All right, what are you doing here? We got you. Clamor of Harpies. Exceptional monsters of desire. Airborne Genesis. Teleport weaker minion to this location. They may strike it. So it's basically going to smack for 3 and nothing bad happens to it. Drought is an Aurora. Expected sites aren't water sites and provide no water threshold. If you're playing against water, this is me. Wildfire. Conjure Wildfire atop a single site nearby. At the end of each turn, each unit here takes 3 damage, then move Wildfire to an adjacent location it hasn't visited before. If none remain, dispel it. That's one way to deal some damage. Hey, Philosopher's Stone. A unique relic and magnum opus. The first spell of each element cast by the bear each turn costs 1 less. Cool. Fade, Belmont, Muse, Lightning Bolt, Fireball, Scenthounds, Bats, Pokemon, Cavalry, Spirit, and Darrow's Desert. I should really. Let me put some of these stuff in sleeves real quick, all right? Because I know uniques are like that. That's like the big thing in this game. Like if uniques are, I mean, you only have one in your deck, but they're special in a way. Yeah. The first spell of each element cast by the bearer each turn costs 1 less to cast. Okay. Sound pretty good. I know there are mages or different avatars out there that can use that. That's just, yeah. So the spellcaster or your avatar, that's just straight up free. Costs 1. Yeah, it costs 1, and anything you want to cast it's 1 less. It's not bad at all. That's not bad. That's some quality. That's some quality cardboard. So I have played, like I said, I played a couple rounds recently. I've seen the Arthurian Legends. I'm a huge fan of King Arthur and Sword and Stone. So like that whole thing is like my jam. I know there's a win con in it where if you have Arthur and I think Guinevere at the same site, you win the game. And I'm like, that one. All right, here we go. Next pack. Oh. I love friends. I'll make sure you can see your boy. This is a Brodingegg bullfrog. I love friends who just love frogs. I'm like, you know, here's your frog. Come on, get up there. You know, it's like zoom in. It is a 3 for 2 water, and it is 3. Says Genesis. The bullfrog swallows another target minion here. He carries it disabled in his belly until he leaves the realm. Like a Yoshi. Lava Salamander. Fire Spellcaster takes no damage from fire spells. That's dope. Hillick Basilic. Other minions rest here. Or 1 step in front of are disabled. All right. Pathfinder. Hey, another avatar. Pathfinder. Your avatar finds a way to victory. Your atlas can't contain duplicates. Draw no sites during setup. Tap. Reveal and play the topmost site of your atlas to an adjacent void or rubble and move there. Okay. Bury. Cauldron. Arrows. Tuft. Turtles. Wizard. Kelpie, crabs, nomads, spin attack, and dark tower. Okay, some of all those. We'll put exceptionals, which is our commons, uncommons, and our this right here. We're gonna put our commons right here just for now, just so we can make more room, stuff like that. What's going on today? Got it. Okay. All right. Monster Hunter. Yo, sure. Grapple shot and Monster Hunter. That's awesome. Genesis, kill a nearby monster. I mean, they got a monster. It is going. Exceptional. Peregrine or Apparition. Airborne movement +3 and Void Walk. All right. Call to War. Search your spellbook for an exceptional mortal, reveal it, and put it in your hand. So for your spellbook. Alright. Sinkhole. Elite. Sacrifice sinkhole destroyed nearby site. Okay. Boil. Tangle. Strike. Burden. Fire. Blink. Cavalry. Pegasus. Ball of Air. Ogre Goons. And a Gothic Tower. I like when I'm just gonna destroy a site. Windmill. Yo, Nardulan. Let's go. We got this one is for air and earth. Yeah, windmill. All right, yo, I'm loving these. These ones. That's awesome. Step, an exceptional sight of yo, double dual lands. Let's go. Let's go indeed. We got this one's for ground or earth and fire. If we'll zoom in, there we go. This is step. Yo, straight up two. That's awesome. Gothic Gnome Hollows. Units with 3 or more power can't enter this site. Okay, that's fair. Exceptional. That goes over here. I want keeping sites there. I want to make sure. And yo, another Doran Forge. Yo, this is elite. Elite site. Okay. Anyone may conjure weapons and armor here, and they cost 1 less. This is an elite site. I really do wish this camera would straight up just focus like I know it can. Come on, I know you can do it. There we go. There we go. Switty Artisans. Dead Boy, Grapple Shot, Blizzard, Wall of Ice, Extinguish, Black Obelisk, Foil, an Elite Monument of Ominous Aspect. Black Obelisk site has, at the start of your turn, lose 2 life and gain 2, just 2 resources this turn. So that's pretty dope. I mean, you lose 2 life, but you're gonna gain. I mean, that's one way to do it. Miracle, Claw Spirit, Rogue, Porcupine, and Humble Village. I mean, yeah, that's it's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. So I'm super still getting two dual lands in one pack. That's awesome. All dual lands, because hey, dual lands are what you need. Phantasmal Steed. Movement +2. Voidwalk. May carry an allied minion. Alright. Let's move exceptional here. Cone of Flame. A blast of exceptional magic. Choose a direction from the caster. Deal damage to each unit at location in an area of effect. So, I'll bring this up here so you can hopefully see this, because this is different. You haven't seen it yet before. There we go. Come on now, you were just focused in. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. So that dot is your caster. So it's gonna go 5, 3, and then 1. That's one way to say, hey, get out of here. Geyser. This turn, flood target site and give each minion their airborne. Draw a card. All right. Mirage, an elite site. All right, it's just an elite site. When played, you may return a site in play you own to your hand to play a site in its place. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, so if somebody like flooded one of your places, you can pull it out and like say, no, it's not flooding anymore. That's our elite. Scorpions, Common Sense, Wolves, Harpoons, Warriors, Land Deed, Foil Land Deed, an elite document of indisputable claim. Bear has, you control this site. Yo! So you can put this on any of your avatar or minions or whatever, and Bear, who holds this, they own that site now. Yo, that just takes somebody's land. Forget land destruction, just take their land. I'll take that instead. That's awesome. That is straight fire right there. Well, Boars, Highland Clansman, Exorcism, Samorn, and Lone Tower. Yo, that is awesome. Font of Life. Rejuvenating infusion of exceptional magic. Each ally heals an amount equal to the number of allies in its body of water. Summoning Spirit. Yo, this one's funny. Exceptional Aura exceptional Aura ushers in a dark era. You may summon minions to the affected site. So again, if I had to plan it, I could show you. But basically, you can put this onto a point. So intersection of sites. That's going to be, you can now effectively summon to all 4 sites. Unless you get rid of this, you can always do it. That's good. That's a really good site to have. Yeah, let's put it here. Put the sights. York crossbowmen. They take no damage from ranged strikes. That's pretty good. Alright, this is exceptional. Kythera mechanism, a unique relic of preternatural provenance. Bear's controller determines all. Okay. So think about it. If I think this is the focus, you can see the whole. Because the artwork is pretty dope in this too. There we go. Behold, do not fear me. So if it says random, there we go. There's the artwork. So if it says random outcome, you get to say no, this happens. So instead of me taking damage, you take damage, or this minion gets banished, stuff like that. That's pretty cool. That's unique. Swan, Heat Ray, Cave Trolls, Militia, Fade, Lance, Mortality, Lampreys, Violent, Sandstorm, and Red Desert. That's. I've had a lot of, at least 4 or 5 games now where, like, no. It was probably more like 3 or 4. But basically, it was, no, you don't, the outcome is going to be just my guy as it is. So, that'd be nice. This ain't, it doesn't happen. That's awesome. House Arn Bannerman. Other than my allies have +1 power. Nice. Oasis Dual Land. Let's go. That's water and fire. Come on, zoom in or focus. I'm doing the zoom in for you. I'm being nice about it. Come on. Come on, please. There we go. I don't know why it's having such a hard time focusing. Like I had the light here for, wait. That might have helped. Yeah, Oasis. It's an Oasis. That's another dual line. I'll take that. Bridge Troll. Spooky boy. All right. Whenever an enemy attacks Bridge Troll, they must spend all the remaining mana to give to you on your next. Yo, jeez. Yeah, you got it. Let's say if they don't spend it or they forget about it, you can get a ton of mana that way. That's awesome. A Zephyrian airship. Airborne movement +2 may carry n number of allied minions. So that's one way to get around things. That's an elite. Nice. Bowman, Muse, Lightning Bolt, Fireball, Scent Hounds, Explosion, Pegasus, Raul Dromedary. It's just a camel. Miracle Workers and Remote Desert. Still, that's awesome. I didn't know it was elite. That was different. Divine Healing. Gains 7 life. Scavenging Fiend. Genesis Conjure a broken artifact to this location. Chain Lightning. Deal 2 damage to target unit by any number of number of times. May spend 2 to additionally target a new unit nearby the previous one. Standing Stones. Elite minions here are spellcast. Yo. Okay, that's really cool. So here. You're gonna get one mana from this, but standing zones. If the minion's there, they're the spellcasters. They can just if let's say you want to keep your avatar away from things, you can have things here. Like, oh yeah, you're spellcaster, and just do things from there. That's really cool. Just to almost it looks a little. It's not Stonehenge, but it looks similar. There we go. Nice. That's pretty cool. Mermaids. Stalker, Overpower, Disenchant, Dash, Caravan, Clansman, yeah, Highland Clansman, Snow Leopard, Val Imp, Wild Boars, and Rustic Village. Pack number 20. No, not 20. 35. So 1 pack left. Poisonous Dagger. Bear has lethal. Raise the Dead. Some random dead minion. Nice. And if you have that outcome one, it's not random anymore. So, Vanguard Knights. Vanguard Knights have +2 power if they are alone. The first fort of your units. Assorted Animals. An elite. All right, this is an elite suite. Search your spell for different beasts with Combined cost of X or less. Reveal them, put them in your hand, shuffle your spell. So you can put whatever you want, and this is an X cost spell. So just like with other games out there have X cost. Come on, X cost in them. You can pump as much as you want of that, and then go and get the combined of those beasts. It's dope. Blood Boy, Scarabs, Men, Anchorman, Pit Vipers, Berry, Sea Serpent, Teleport, Sandworm, Mochi, Teleport. if you get that reference, did you take your Advil today? Last pack. Free City, exceptional sight, kneels before none. Once per turn, may attack or defend against enemy units here. So it's got three power, 3 defense. So basically, if anything hits it, it just doesn't matter. Just straight up say, I'm going to defend it. That's it. Free City's good. I like Free City. Undertow, exceptional sight. Genesis, staying within this body of water, move target unit 1 step. Okay. True Sight Crossbow. Bear has range and can target stealth units. That's awesome. Planner Gate, an elite sight. Wow. Elite. So minions here can traverse the void, gaining void walk until leaving it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Be not afraid. I'm just a giant toothy gate. I won't bite you. Crones, Turtle, Kelpie, Boil, Terrain, Beast, Midnight, Unravel, Sleep, Lampreys, and Sombrero. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Thanks for your stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm going to take a quick break because I need to get some stuff done. But if you enjoy Sorcery, let me know. And like, comment, subscribe, all good jazz. Share it with some friends. And if there's anything I overlooked that's, let's say, really good as I'm not aware of it, let me know. That being said, take care.